What is up YouTube, my name is John and today I will be reacting to the
of Skywalker. Now, I've been meaning to do a reaction to a Star Wars trailer before, and something just always got in my way. You know, there have been a lot of strong emotions about the last two movies. Maybe not so much about The Force Awakens, which I really liked, even though it was almost like a carbon copy of another Star Wars movie. But The Last Jedi, yeah, that definitely, some people were they just basically said that it was the worst movie ever or something like that. I'm going to be completely honest, I kinda enjoyed the movie even though I had my gripes with it, but I wasn't going as ballistic as some people were. But you know, J.J. Abrams has Star Wars back in his hands, so I'm just hoping, please don't screw this up. I still have hope. You know, the previous trailers for The Rise of Skywalker looked really cool. You know, the Palpatine reveal, I was like, what the hell? Even though it was just a laugh, it was like, holy balls, that was just crazy. But you know, right now, without further ado, let's just jump into the final trailer of, or actually for, The Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, now. Oh boy. Gonna talk a little bit maybe to avoid copy strikes.
It's an instinct.
Always on the run.
A feeling. The Force brought us together.
Hi, Finn. Wow, that lightsaber had a different color.
Good people will fight
I
if
think.
we lead them.
People keep telling
Ooh,
me
that looks cool.
no one does.
All the remains of the Death Star. Yeah.
Long have I waited, and now you're coming together.
Okay.
Your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
No.
Confronting fear.
Aww.
It's the
Leia.
destiny of a Jedi.
That's a lot of yellow. Lando, hell yeah. What was that? What? What the?
Force will be with you.
Always.
Always.
Called it. Holy moly. Star Wars macaroni. That was... Oh my lord. That was way more than I expected. And still quite didn't reveal all that much, I feel like. Okay, so we are going to go through all of this because there is a lot of stuff in this trailer. So let's begin. I'm not entirely sure what planet this is. We're gonna learn in the movie. You know, I'm not gonna make any wild guesses. I'm not entirely sure what this helmet is, but sorry about that again, still kinda sick, but yeah, I'm just not gonna try and make any wild guesses, but apparently Rey is just still training, you know, her Force abilities and stuff, which is what I like to see. And right here it looks like she's climbing the inside of that crashed, you know, those crashed remains of the Death Star. And again, this might be something entirely, you know, something entirely different, some junkyard, but it kind of looks like an inside of a Death Star, I would say. Maybe, you know, just a little piece that we saw in the previous trailer where the Emperor's laugh was, but yeah. She's training, jumping, trying to find something, and here is Finn also looking for something, not entirely sure of what. Hopefully it's not Rose. You know, all respect to the actress, but I did not like the character. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. Again, all the respect and all the good things to the actress. I believe she's a wonderful person, but I just didn't like the character. Anyway, here we have, and this is what I wanted to see a little bit better, because that lightsaber actually looks, a more on that cyan blue side. I hope that's the right word for it. I believe that the saber actually was a little bit darker in the previous movie. Maybe this is a completely different saber. Not entirely sure. Again, wild guess. But let's go forward. This planet looks fantastic. A jungle world, and here we have what remains of the rebel forces. I think right here I can see that kind of looks like a younger Lando. Maybe it's actually Lando and he just dyed his hair. I'm not entirely sure. There's also 3PO and Poe, I believe, right here, and 3PO right here. And there's some kind of speech going on. They're probably planning their next move because there's not a lot of them left after the last movie. Yeah, so right here, actually, back here, it's Dominic Monaghan, I believe, something like that. It is his name. He played in Lord of the Rings and in the Lost series, I believe. And he's kind of a new character, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm completely mistaken. I hope not, because I really like this actor. I really like his roles in Lord of the Rings and Lost as well. And yeah, here we have Rose, and I don't have anything. Yeah, it's most likely him. Yep. And I don't have really anything to say about Rose. I don't really get the character. I don't get why she's there, and yeah, I don't really much care about her, honestly. So yeah, here we have Poe, we have Finn and Chewbacca. I'm not entirely sure what that ship is, but it looks cool, and apparently there's some movement going on. They're probably going on a mission or something, so they are getting ready to start. Oh yeah, definitely in this weirdly shaped ship, but this is friggin' cool, man. This is definitely the place that we've seen at the end of the previous trailer, or the actual first trailer to the Rise of the Skywalker, where the Palpatine laugh was revealed at the end, and this is the same place, the crash place of a a remnant of the Death Star, the destroyed Death Star, and Rey is just trying to find something there, and from what I see right here, maybe it's just lightning, I don't know, but the lightsaber right here actually looks normal again, the normal blue that we were used to from the previous movies. And yeah, Rey is definitely searching for something. She's on a mission, I believe, with some of her friends. This big piece back here looks really cool, as well as the background on the crashed Death Star. And yeah, as you can see, Rey is definitely determined to find whatever she's seeking, but maybe what she's seeking is another, and maybe this time final duel with Mr. Kylo Ren. Now I thought that he's going to reforge his helmet, but apparently right here he just got showered real hard, and yeah, he's looking like he could join My Chemical Romance any moment if they were still active and in the Welcome to the Black Parade era. So there is that, but I really like the thing that he does with this, his lightsaber, really cool. Also, what the actual flippity flop is this? Because it looks like a giant iceberg in the middle of space. And there is like a huge city just sitting on the left there. Looks really cool, and this is the kind of stuff that I want to see in Star Wars, just these surreal world scenes that I just don't expect. And here we see some First Order TIE fighters, goddammit, that's a mouthful. Quite a few of them actually. I'm not entirely sure, maybe they're retreating from somewhere. This is really ominous, and I'm not entirely sure whose throne this might be. Maybe the throne of the Emperor? I don't know. Guess we will see, but the speech kind of starts here and kind of just it just screams Emperor, man. Like, suddenly, now right here I see ships just going out from the ice. So this makes me think like this might be some kind of, you know, Palpatine's secret base, something like that. Maybe, you know, his clones were secretly, you know, taking care of some things, you know. I don't know, man. I'm just really wildly theorizing right now, but a lot of things are actually possible at this point now that Emperor is kinda back in the game, but something just tells me he's not gonna play like a very big role in this. It will be just something very minor. You know, I was actually really upset what they did with Snoke in The Last Jedi. How they just got rid of him, you know, just like that. I was just like, oh my god, I don't know anything about this guy. So, yeah, that was a little bit disappointing, but moving on, there we see Millennium Falcon and a lot. Actually, those are not all ships, I believe. That's like a big... Maybe those are ships, but yeah, right now I'm actually just looking at the bigger picture and there are more and more ships in the background. So this is most likely them, you know, I don't actually know where they got these ships. They probably got some help somewhere else. And this is probably the preparation for the final battle for this trilogy. And I just hope that, you know, it's Star Wars. I just hope for an awesome, epic battle in space. And hell to the yow. Here we have Chewbacca with Rey. There is a little thingy here. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Maybe that's the thing that Rey was looking for in the ruins of the Death Star. And Finn just kind of going on, and yeah, Paul. So the crew is back together. Rey's looking quite optimistic right here, so she must be happy about something. And back to the, I wanted to say, Duel of the Fates. That is obviously something that cannot be replicated, but the setting for this battle looks so freaking cool, and I just cannot wait. I just, you know, so far, yeah, some of the lightsaber duels were kind of cool, but I wanna see a lightsaber duel that will just you know, make me wanna go buy a lightsaber or something like that. Something, you know, just as I mentioned, the Duel of the Fates, you know, just Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn versus Darth Maul. That was just one of the best scenes in the prequels, and I just hope that this will be good. Okay, the waves look epic, and right here, something is definitely... Oh, that looks weird. No, this is in space, so this is like a space battle, and this is still on that very watery, oceany planet. This might be Rey just trying to... Yeah, that is Rey. That is actually Rey. You can see her right there, and she's probably trying to escape something. Maybe she's just going... Or maybe she's just going to that place where the Death Star crashed. Not entirely sure, it can be just a wild guess. Here we have BB-8 with this hairdryer kinda thingy, and I still don't know what that does. But it looks, you know, it looks fun. Doesn't really have any, like, special purpose. I don't know, maybe he will have a special purpose, but from now on, until I see the movie, it's just a hair dryer for me. So there's that. These guys definitely look concerned, and 3PO is actually saying that he wants to see his friends for the last time, and that is just goddamn sad, man. This guy has been here throughout, you know, the whole series, basically, and he's just one of the OGs, you know, as well as R2-D2, and I would just be extremely sad to see them separated, man. It would just be like, oh no, man. Don't do that to me. The emotions, I can already feel them. Alright, so here is some Stormtrooper killing action and overall action. So they are, again, on some kind of mission in the First Order base. Oh man, Leia... God damn it, Carrie Fisher, may she rest in peace, man. And I'm just so glad that we get to see her again, because she's just generally loved by Star Wars fans, I believe. Alright, so moving on, BB-8 with maybe even the hairdryers there, I'm not entirely sure. They are trying to escape from something. They are doing this big yellow boomy thing. It's another desert planet, maybe the one that Rey was actually shown training on with Kylo Ren, flying that ship underneath her when she did the crazy flip. Maybe it's the same planet, I believe that it is, but, again, we'll have to wait until the movie to really know that for sure. This kind of reminds me, I don't know, I had some Mad Max vibes from this. And yeah, they're really happy about it, and they are going somewhere. And here we have another one of the OGs, Lando. Goddammit, good to see him again. It's been so long, man, and I'm just so happy to see him back and smiling and just enjoying himself. Okay, so here we have, that is probably going to be the battle that I was talking about. So here is like the first big WTF moment for me. It's not that the saga will end, because we know that it most likely won't end there, but this just reminds me of, I don't know, I just got really fast reminded of World of Warcraft mounts. Well, this time with Star Wars characters in space. This is probably the new character, maybe the daughter of Lando, I'm not actually sure right now, but yeah, I know that they were talking about a new female character in this movie, and that looks like her. And I just can't imagine how this is going to work. Space, whatever, I don't know. Battles in space, that just screams to me. Ships, lasers, shields, smaller, bigger ships, TIE fighters, all that kind of stuff. But, I don't know, horses, goats, whatever that is, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work. Again, as I said before, I like Star Wars when Star Wars does this, thing where it just throws at you something that you would not expect, something just so crazy. And this is definitely one of those things, as the iceberg in space, but this kind of WTFs me a little bit. I don't know about this, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. Again, we'll have to wait until the movie rolls out, but the story lives forever. Well, that kind of depends on how well the movie will be received. So, this is definitely, Emperor's room. I believe that everyone remembers this room, and I just can't imagine how it survived, man. It's just crazy, but very epic setting. Apparently the battle didn't end outside, so they kind of went inside. And here is Finn just probably trying to catch up with Rey, and this is something that I'm really curious about. Okay, so this looks like the Vader's mask, and whatever the hell is happening here, I don't know, but I have a feeling that the Emperor has his fingers in this, whatever it is. They are destroying it together. I'm just gonna go frame by frame right now. I'm just not sure why would it take the both of them to just destroy this thing? It's kind of falling apart like really weirdly. And here, actually, Kylo has his helmet back on, and it doesn't have those, those red things that I saw before. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's just some kind of vision. Please, no more visions, man. It's just so confusing, and especially when put in trailers, they just gave you these hopes, Dark Ray, stuff like that, and they just take it away, man. Like, it's not fair. Okay, so here we have 3PO, Finn, and Poe looking at something, and this is maybe even more WTF, because how the hell is this going to help in a space fight? I don't know, space goats, something, whatever. I'm just gonna go frame by frame. There is a lot of lightning. Maybe there will be a ground battle, I'm not entirely sure. If I take that away, it looks so freaking amazing. I love it. I want a huge space battle that is actually already going on, so I'm not entirely sure what those guys are doing down there. The only reasonable explanation for these, space cavalry or whatever it is that someone would just kinda, get them onto an enemy ship, first order ship, and just, let them do their work, do some damage, maybe something like that, but it's just kinda weird, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. But let's move forward. Here is Kylo looking somewhat menacingly at Rey? Is this him though? The thing is, right here you can see ropes and it looks like a throne. It might just be the throne that we saw earlier in the trailer. This might be the Emperor, man. Like, if he's there in like a physical form, I'm gonna flip my shit. But if it's just another kind of, I don't know, vision, I'm gonna flip my shit too, but in the worst possible way. So there is that. And apparently he is getting up. I'm not sure how this is going to end, but I'm just praying to all Star Wars gods that J.J. Abrams will give this trilogy a fitting ending, because let's be honest, The Last Jedi kinda divided the Star Wars, fandom a lot. There's a lot of things that people say that I do not agree with, but there are also things that I do agree with. I don't think it's the worst movie ever. It might be I'm not even entirely sure if it's like the worst Star Wars movie. I think that still gets Attack of the Clones and this one are probably tied for me. Right here we have Rey, and she's kinda smiling, as you can see, it turns into a little smile in this last frame right here. And there we have the logo. The Rise of Skywalker. Well, on the 20th of December we're finally going to see. I'm a little bit scared, I'm a little bit nervous, but also hopeful, because I don't know, man, this trailer got me feeling all sorts of feelings. But I think that I'm still most of all excited for this movie. And, basically the only WTF thing that I've seen is, the kind of weird space cavalry. I just don't understand how that is going to play a part in the movie or in the battle that is going on. But, I'm just hopeful. I am hoping that this is going to be a great Star Wars movie. I'm hoping for a good and satisfying conclusion to this trilogy, and just please, J.J. Abrams, don't screw it up. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker final trailer and my little analysis of it. I'm extremely sorry about the many cuts that I did in this video, but I'm still a little bit sick, so there is a lot of coughing and stuff. Yeah, so there is that, but I still hope you were able to enjoy this video. If you did, consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff, because as you know, there is always more videos coming your way. And if you feel like talking to me outside of YouTube, there are links to my social medias down in the description below this video, as well as a link where you can directly support my channel and what I do here, either by PayPal or Patreon. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, just 2 months away, cannot wait, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day, evening, night, or whatever you have right now. Cheers. Holy balls.